Hi everyone, this is Anya from channel Lightcodes, and today we're going to explore the topic of Earthgrid and Gridworkers. This was an interesting topic for me because for some reason I never could really connect with this. It was kind of an abstract thing for me, I guess. Gridworkers was something I couldn't really I don't know. Who are they? Are they people who work on the Earth grid like miners? I couldn't really connect to this topic. And it was quite surprising that everyone is a grid worker. So the good news is we're all the same again. I love this about my channelings because they're always so uplifting, and Spirit takes great care of us in the sense that no one is feeling more important than the other one. They always equally share the fame and also the work. So we all have the same responsibility. We also have the same fame. Um, and we also have our place in this wonderful creation. So especially for those who are maybe not so familiar with all the things in depth, what is it a grid worker doing? Who are they? What is the Earth grid? So for all of you who are beginners on this topic, this channeling is for you. So in depth, the Spirit speaks about all of this. We're going to dive into this right now. And yeah, before I let you watch and see and listen to all they have to say, please remember to hit subscribe and like and share these channelings with everyone you feel needs an uplifting message right now. I'm here to bring only love, and I want people to know that their sacred connection to anyone around them, that they are part of this divine web. This is why I'm here for. I feel I need to bring this message to all of you, and I want all of you to feel equally important and loved and cared for. So if you know someone who is maybe needing a wonderful and uplifting message, just share those things with them. All right. Thank you for watching, and now let's go to the channeling. The Earth grid is something you cannot see with your eyes. It is a net of vibrational lines energy tunnels that are connecting and interconnecting portals, pathways, gateways, entry points, different energies, ensuring that Gaia is at all times connected with these energies, nourished, receives her own information. Some portals are used for traveling, for updating, for writing and rewriting different information into the grid, for storing information about your history. For keeping balance. It is closely monitored. You can perceive some of the greater portals of the greater highways because they're marked out by more prominent structures in the landscape, hills and valleys. Sometimes you can perceive that there is something going on, that this ground is holy or has different energies, very high energies. You feel automatically elated, uplifted, full to the brim of life. Your worries are just non-existent. When you stand on top of this mountain, or when you stand in the middle of the field of these energies. Some are marked by historical sites in order to attract people to travel there, to take their light codes with them to their home country and pass on the information from the mother grid. So you wanted to know about grid workers. What are grid workers? Some people, they travel extensively throughout their life. Some are adventurers. Some call themselves trader. Some are scientists. It does not matter what they do, but their life is marked out for traveling. Their lives are marked out for moving around a lot, for taking an interest in certain topics that are connected with the grid, that are connected with the energy points of the grid. And so they are traveling along the ley lines, sometimes connecting certain fields. Energies are different. So sometimes you receive energy or vibrational energy from one of those portals, from one of those spots, right? And you carry them with you throughout your life, because this is information that you carry within your body. You've been received information that you do not work through consciously, but you carry around with you for a lifetime. You will never forget it. Often humans connect this with certain memories or certain feelings. Or when I was standing there, it was such a serene, blissful feeling. This is how you consciously translate these energies and light codes. But some energies are different. They do not stay with you for a very long time. They need to be transported within a certain time frame from one place to another. So they use humans as a traveling device. And within, let's say, 48 hours, the energies are weaning off. And you have transported them maybe a day's trip further along to another spot. So why is this happening? When humans receive these energies, when humans receive information that is traveling on the grid or through the grid, they transmute it differently. So Mother Earth receives her information through the grid itself, through the landscape, through the weather, through cosmic influx. When many energies need to be transmuted in order to travel along, in order to be translated into something the human can understand, information humankind can profit of. And this needs to be done through a human being. They need to talk about the grid sometimes. They need to talk about, oh, this was so particular. You need to come to see it. You need to be there for yourself. Motivating others to travel there, see for themselves and receive energy codes for themselves. But you are not placed randomly on Earth, where you're born, where you stay throughout your life. This is not a random act. You have been placed specifically in locations where you are upholding the grid, where you are actively working on it, and where you anchor in light energy. That is important for you, humankind, Mother Earth, and the furthering, the advancement of your planet. Please do understand that the energy field consists not only of the ley lines, the mother web, the strongest lines, the portals, the energy crossing roads, right? What you have in between is just as important. You need something in between to uphold the web, to influence the web, and to strengthen the web. So even if you do not walk on the ley lines, if you do not live in special sites and marked out sites, right? Do not feel like, oh, I'm not doing anything important. I'm not a great worker. Humans like to attach themselves to special things to give the story more depth. And another chapter. Oh, I'm a grid worker. I'm a light worker. I'm doing this or that. You're all grid workers, right? Because you're all placed specifically on Earth. You're all upholding the grid and you're all profiting from the grid. You're all influencing the grid, right? But you do it in your own special way. Some need to travel. They have this urge. Oh, I cannot stay in one place for a very long time. I get restless. And others just like this. They like to know exactly the sun comes up from this valley each day and I like to watch it. Or I feel secure when I'm surrounded by people and landscape or a town I have known my whole life. I've never been outside of here and I do not want to. I just want to stay. These are the anchorings, the anchors of the grid, the manifest. And they make sure that this kind of energy is rooted firmly here. They are just as important. Please tell yourselves you're just as important. So right now you perceive lots of energies from the sun and from different cosmic influences. Your brothers and sisters of different star civilizations are drawing close. The energies changes. When energy change significantly on Earth, humans tend to get restless, right? They feel it in their heart. They get a little bit of heart palpitations and unrest inside of their being. The body becomes itchy sometimes. They have trouble breathing or sleeping. And they wonder, should I maybe go somewhere different? Should I maybe travel? Should I move to a different location? And some do, but most of you just need to stay rooted and anchor in these new energies. Anchor in the new grid. The grid gets updated every now and then, you could say. And there are so many new energies now running through the grid, changing it, mapping out new timelines for Earth, making new things possible on Earth. The Earth itself, it changes, right? You have earthquakes here, storms, sometimes plane crash without any reason. And when your scientists later find out why it did crash, it's not always the main reason it did crash. But the new energies are changing your natural world. How fast your Earth spins, how strong gravity is in some points. Magnetic fields, geomagnetic fields, all becomes a bit different. All needs to settle. Everything needs to run smoothly. but you are still in the midst of reprogramming and changing things. So you feel the unrest of Gaia. It's also visible within your societies. New ideas emerge, some delusional, some angry. Some translate and transmute these new incoming energies into low vibrational emotions. They are not bad people, but they are lost. Some choose the old energies of ruling through hardness, of trying to force things that cannot be forced anymore, anchoring energies that belonged to the old grid, belonged to the old and outdated timelines. Please know that you need to work together. Not one of you can do it on their own. And none of you can rule over another being. No. You all hold sovereignty over your own self. So do not let and allow another one to rule you. And do not intend to rule over another one. We greet you in the light. And we will be back with further information. We bless you with light. Your grid is placed where it belongs, but it's still open and receiving. Stay rooted, people of Earth. Feet firmly on the ground. Eyes and heart in the stars. Be of light.